Hey everybody, this is going to be episode 3 of Quest Chronicles. We're going to be doing the Ghost Ahoy quest. I don't think there's a series for this ghost quest. If I'm incorrect, please let me know down in the comment section. So in order to do this Ghost Ahoy quest, we need to do the Restless Ghost, Priest in Peril, have the ability to enter Mortania, have level 25 agility, and have level 20 cooking, which we already have. We have all of this stuff. As far as required items go, we need approximately 1k coins, thread, silk, spade, oak shield bow, nettle tea, a bucket of milk, the Ghost Speak amulet, 3 colors of dye, some ecto tokens, or a method of getting into Port Phasmatis 3 times, which you might want to do a charter ship for, if you don't have the ecto tokens. We're going to have to defeat a level 42 giant lobster. This might pose a threat because we're only level 38. This is an intermediate quest with a length of short. We can start this quest by talking to Valerina in Port Phasmatis. She is right over there. Let's go speak to Valerina. And we first need to equip the Ghost Speak amulet. Okay. Take pity on me, please. Eternity stretches out before me, and I'm helpless in its grasp. Why? What's the matter? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just wailing out loud. I didn't mean to scare you. No, that's okay. It takes more than a ghost to scare me. What's wrong? Do you know the history of our town? No. Could you tell me? Do you know why ghosts exist? A ghost is a soul left in limbo, unable to pass over to the next world. They might have something left to do in this world that torments them, or they might just have died in a state of confusion. Yes, that is normally the case, but here in Port Phasmatis, we of this town once chose freely to become ghosts. Why on earth would you do such a thing? It's a long story. Many years ago, this was a thriving port, a trading center to the eastern lands. We became rich on the profits made from the traders that came across the eastern seas. We were very happy until Lord Draken noticed us. He sent unholy creatures to demand that a blood tithe be paid to the Lord of Empire, as is required from all in the domain of Mauritania. We had no choice but to agree to his demands. As the years went by, our numbers dwindled, and many spoke of abandoning the town. Then Necrovarus came to us. He came from the eastern lands, but of more than that, little is known. Some say he was once a mage, some say a priest. Either way, he was in possession of knowledge totally unknown to even the most learned among us. Necrovarus told us that he had been brought by a vision he had of an underground source of power. He inspired us to delve beneath the town, promising us the power to repel the vampires. Deep underneath Phasmatis, we found a pool of green slime that Necrovarus called ectoplasm. He showed us how to build the ectofuntus, which would turn the ectoplasm into power, which he had promised us. Indeed, the ectofuntus did repel the vampires. They would not enter Phasmatis once the ectofuntus began working, but little did we know that he had exchanged one evil for yet another, ectopower. Little by little, we began to lose any desire for food or water, and our desire for the ectopower grew until it dominated our thought entirely. Our body shriveled, and one by one, we died. The ectofuntus and the power it emanates keeps us here as ghosts. Some, like myself, content to remain in this world. Some becoming tortured souls who we don't allow to pass our gates. We would be able to pass over to the next world, but Necrovarus has used his power to create a psychic barrier, preventing us. We must remain here for all eternity, even unto the very end of the world. That's a very sad story. Would you help us obtain our release into the next world? Tell me what you want me to do. Oh, thank you. Necrovarus will not listen to those of us who are already dead. He might rethink his position if someone with a mortal soul pleaded our case. If he declines, there may be yet another way. Okay, I did this quest before, reading the dialogue as well, and I sort of knew the history of this town, but just seeing it again, just reading it again, makes me remember why I love this game so much. There's just so much good lore behind everything. Okay, where's Necrovarus? We have to plead the case. I must speak with you on behalf of Valerina. You dare speak that name in this place? She wants to silence, or I'll incinerate the flesh from your bones. But get out of my sight, or I promise you that you will regret your insolence for the rest of eternity. Okay, this guy is not very fun to talk to. Guess we're gonna go back to Valerina and tell her that this guy is not somebody that we can actually reason with. I'm sorry, but Necrovarus will not let you go. I feared as much. His spirit is a thing of fire and wrath. You spoke of another way. It's only a small chance. During the building of the ectofuntus, one of Necrovarus' disciples spoke out against him. It's such a long time ago, I cannot remember her name, although I knew her as a friend. She fled before the ectofuntus took control over us, but being a disciple of Necrovarus, she would have been privy to many of his darkest secrets. She may know of a way to aid us without Necrovarus. If it was such a long time ago, wouldn't she be dead already? She was a friend of mine. Had she died, I would have felt her spirit pass over to the next world, though I may not follow. Do you know where this woman can be found? I have a vision of a small wooden shack. The land it was built on the unholy soil of Mauritania. I sense the sea is very close, and that there looms castles to the west and the east. Okay, I know exactly where that is, so let's head over to this old friend. It's between Castle Frankenstrain and I think the Slayer Tower, right behind the divination spot. This is where we're gonna have to make the nettle tea. I believe there's some in front of her house, or actually I think nettles are this way. Here they are. I don't know if we're supposed to boil this water. I'm gonna take a log just in case. Do we just use the nettles on the bowl of water? Yeah, we do. Okay, I guess all we have to do now is just heat it up. Here is the old friend's house. Let's go inside and speak to her. I'm here about Necrovarus. Were you once a disciple of Necrovarus in the Temple of Phasmatis, old woman? I don't remember. I'm so old and my memory goes back only so far. Is there anything that can help to refresh your memory? Yes, I would love a nice hot cup of nettle tea. Do you know where I can find nettles around here? I believe they grow wild in the haunted forest. Okay, we already have that, so let's light this log and heat up this nettle water. There we go. Here's some tea for you, like you asked. Yes, but it's not my special cup. I only ever drink from my special cup. I see. Can I have this special cup then? The old crone gives you her special cup. Okay, let's use the water on the special cup. Here's a lovely cup of tea for you, in your own special cup. Oh no, it hasn't got milk in it. I only drink tea with milk, I'm afraid. Okay, let's put the milk into the special cup. Here's a lovely cup of milky tea for you, in your own special cup. As the old woman drinks the cup of milky tea, enlightenment glows from within her eyes. Oh, that's better. I was once a disciple of Necrovarus. I've come from Valerina. She needs your help. Valerina? That name sounds familiar. Yes, Valerina was once a very good friend. It's been many years since we last spoke. How is she? She's a ghost, I'm afraid. They're all dead then, even Valerina. I should have done something to stop what was happening, instead of running away. She and many others want to pass on into the next world, but Necrovarus will not let them. Do you know of any way to help them? There might be one way. Do you have such a thing as a ghost speak amulet? Yes, I'm wearing one right now. Well, that's the stroke of luck. There is an enchantment that I can perform on such an amulet that'll give it the power of command over ghosts. It'll only work once, but it'll enable you to command Necrovarus to let the ghosts pass on. What do you need to perform the enchantment? Necrovarus had a magical robe, for which he must have no more use. Only these robes hold the power needed to perform the enchantment. All his rituals came from a book written by an ancient sorcerer from the east, called Harry Canto. Bring me this strange book. I cannot read the strange letters from the eastern lands. I will need something to help me translate the book. I'll go and search for those items you need. Let's go find the robes and the strange book. So just to briefly recap on the stuff we need to find the book of Harry Canto, the robes of Necrovarus, and something to translate the book. So just following my intuition, I believe we can find the book and the robes here in the Ectophontis place. And for every other quest, when we need something translated, or we just need some information, we usually go to the Varrock library. We're gonna get this book and head straight to Varrock. So here is where the robes are supposed to be, but we can't actually go in here yet. This ghost disciple says, "What are you doing in there?" Just curious. Inside that room is a coffin, inside which lie the mortal remains of our most glorious master, Necrovarus. None may enter. Okay, we can't go in there yet. We have to do a few more things. Actually, before I leave this area, let me talk to this ghost disciple. Maybe he can give us a clue on how to enter this room. Never mind, he has no useful information for us. Maybe we can talk to Valerina for this. Actually, before we talk to Valerina, I told myself in the previous Quest Chronicles video that I should not leave an area without going through all the dialogue. I missed a lot of dialogue with the old crone, so we're gonna go back and talk to her because I'm pretty sure she has more useful information that can teach us how to get this book, the robes, and the translation. You're doing so much for me. Is there anything I can do for you? I've lived here on my own for many years, but not always. When I left poor Phasmatis, I took my son with me. He grew up to be a fine boy, always in love with the sea. He was about 12 years old when he ran away with some pirates to be a cabin boy. I never saw him again. If you ever see him, please give him this and tell him that his mother still loves him. The old woman gives you a toy boat. Was this his boat? Yes, he made it himself. It's a model of the very ship in which he sailed away. The paint has peeled off, and it's lost its flag, but I could never throw it away. If I find him, I will pass it on. Okay, so there was dialogue that we missed. I really need to make this a habit. I can't leave an area without going through all the dialogue. So she said the paint is peeling off and it lost its flag. We have a piece of silk here and some dye. I'm assuming we have to rebuild this ship. If I remember correctly, I think we have to find the actual ship and to sort of use that actual ship to paint this one. And I believe the real ship is this one here. And I think this old man here is the son of the old crone. What's your name? I don't remember. Everyone around here just calls me boy. You're the cabin boy? Yes, I'm proud of it. Yeah, that's the son of the old crone. That's kind of sad. Is this your toy boat? The old man inspects the toy boat. No, I made a toy boat a long while ago. but that one had a flag. Okay, so we have to put the flag on it. Can I have the key to the chest? Hang on, let me ask the captain. The old man cocks an ear towards the pirate captain skeleton. The captain says no. Okay, that's kind of weird. The captain is dead, first of all. Okay, people, because this quest chronicle is running kind of long, we're going to conclude it here. Stay tuned for the next episode tomorrow. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you all in the next quest chronicle. Peace.